Imagine discovering too late that your husband's family were hiding a deadly secret. This is the story of a woman in my village that got married into a weird family. So, after school, after secondary school, this woman she relocated to the city like most people do. After like finishing school, they migrate from rural areas to urban areas for more opportunities. That was what she did. So she moved to a city called Benin City in Nigeria. And while she was working, that was when she met this fine man. The guy was like everything she ever wanted. They hit it off immediately and they started a relationship. And years went by and the relationship was flourishing, and that was when they decided that it was a good idea for both of them to settle down since they were compatible. That was when a little problem started. Now the little problem was it was okay when they wanted to go meet the girl's family. When she suggested, it's not even a suggestion, that's how we do around here. You go to meet the boy's family, they go to meet the girl's family. So they did that for her, but when it was time to go meet his family, he refused. He kept on bringing excuses, talking about how work was a problem. He just kept on deflecting from that. It went on up to the wedding, because when he went to meet her people, he took his friends there and they set the wedding date after that. Fast forward to the wedding, none of his family members showed up. The girl was still questioning him, same excuse. He comes up with different excuse every time. But since they were already in love and everything was already set, they decided to go on with the wedding and they got married and everything was looking good. They had 2 kids until the woman started again with the question of, when can I meet your family? So the woman continued with the story with the question of, when can I meet your family member? And it started bringing problems into the marriage. And she will lay off the question for a while, things will settle, she will ask again, things will go bad, until she just gave up and she's like, I don't care what the reaction will be, I must meet your family. If it means we're going to be fighting every day, we'll fight every day until I meet one of your family members. This became an issue. The man stopped coming home. He comes home once in a while, and every time he comes, she was relentless. She's like, as you're entering this house, you must introduce me to one of your families. It kept on going like that. There was no changes. The man kept on avoiding coming home. Then the woman hatched a plan. She decided to go meet his friends one by one, but with not like a direct question, just asking them, what do they know about the man's family? Do they know if his brother is here? That. And that was how she walked her way round all his friends, and she was able to get the state, the name of the village, and the family name. If you know anything about rural areas, you know that once you get there and you call any name, everybody knows everybody. So that was what she did. Of course, the husband at this point barely came home, so there was enough time for her to get everybody ready, pack everybody's things. That's she and the 2 kids, and they got on the road to the husband's village. They got there, she was able to locate the village, and when she got there, she asked, I'm looking for the family of so and so, and she was taken directly to the family. So when she got to the village, everything was good. The boy's mom was excited. She was like, oh my God, we've not seen him in a while. Who are these little babies? And she was like, these are his kids. Oh, we see the nose. You know, like the mom was excited that, wow, she can't believe this is her grandkids, and you know, the whole welcome thing. The rest of the family members, they came, they welcomed her, and it was cool. Until it wasn't. So when the whole thing settled down, the whole pleasantries, when everything settled down, in the village people mostly sit outside, and it's usually humid, depends on the time of the year. So she was tying wrapper on her chest, just sitting outside while the kids were playing around. And she noticed something odd, that people started coming, but these people now were not coming to greet her. They just stand from afar and they point fingers at her. They come in twos, threes. They just point fingers at her, nodding their head like, and speaking their language. She couldn't understand anything they were saying because she's not from there. And it kept on happening. She couldn't ask anybody questions. And at this point, the boy's mom, which is her mother-in-law, was busy with other people. They were bringing firewood. They were bringing big pots. They were just getting ready, spices. And she based on they didn't attend the wedding, there's a possibility that they might want to, do a little thing to like welcome them. That was when one woman approached her. And the woman came normally, like the way the other people came to greet her when the whole pleasantry started. When they were done greeting, that was when she told the woman that, this is how you people do around here. People have just been coming, like looking at me to point at me and, nod their head. I mean, I know I look good, but it's a bit too much. And the woman was like, okay. So the woman looked around and observed if nobody was looking. And she told her, I'm about to tell you something. And I need you to keep smiling and nodding. So the woman said, okay. So she's like, the people that are coming to look at you are coming to check out your meat. And the preparations of the pots and the spices, the firewood that you're seeing, is what will be used to cook you this evening. Do not be alarmed if they notice any change in your behavior. They will do it now. Normally, they wait till evening. So keep the smiling face on, and I'm going to tell you what to do. By 7, you're going to, the way you are like this with your wrapper and everything, you're going to tell them that you need to use the bathroom. So in the village, most of the houses, there's no bathroom. Yeah. So especially if you want to pee, you just have to look for like nearby bushes to do that. So the woman told her, do not change anything, don't wear anything with your wrapper. This particular bush, face it, just keep going straight. Keep going straight till you get to the road. Then you can flag down and you can hitchhike. Basically, most people will not stop for you, but eventually someone will. And then from there you can find your way. And she was really concerned, and she was like, what about the kids? And she said the kids belong to them, so they will not harm the kids. And secondly, they are still kids, they barely have meat on their bones, so nothing is going to happen to the kids. You're the one that they're preparing for. So by 7, run away or else. So this woman, the reason why she knows this is because she's not from there. She's actually from also this woman's place, but not the same village, but they speak the same language. Like they understand each other basically. And people in that village don't know, because she married someone from there and she can speak the language. So when they relocated to the village, people just thought she was from a neighboring village, since they couldn't recognize her from any of the families in the village. But she knows the secret. She has observed them do stuff like that to other people. When she found out that this lady was from the same place as her, that was why she came to tell her. So by 7, the woman just excused herself, like, oh, let me just ease myself a bit. So she faced that particular bush that the woman told her about, and she started running. She kept on running. Few minutes later, I think the people got suspicious because they noticed that she wasn't coming back. They started looking for her. They started calling her name, and she could hear them. She was still running, but she could hear them. So this made the journey longer, because it was no longer like a straight road for her. She had to keep dodging. When she noticed that the voice is closer from this angle, she changes her route, and she ran for hours. She was able to get to the road by 4 to 5 in the morning. She said by the time she got to the road, she could not speak. Like, based on she has been running for a long time, she could not speak properly, and she kept on trying to get a vehicle to take her to the city. But in areas like that, people might suspect paranormal activity. Like, what are you doing with wrapper on your chest in the middle of nowhere, where like the closest settlement is like miles away from the road? How did you get here? So people refused to stop for her until she saw a trailer coming, or the trailer that carried goods. So they stopped and they asked her questions, and she told them she told them to the best of her ability, because according to her, she couldn't talk properly. She was breathing and stuff. But those people, they knew that something like that happens around there. So immediately they were able to understand what she was talking about, and they helped her. They took her to the park, which is the city part of the area, and she was able to get a bus back to Benin City. As at this point, the husband already knew where she went to, so the husband was at home just panicking because he didn't know what to do. That was when she walked in. Who travels with wrapper on their chest? So he immediately just knew that there was something wrong, and he just said, now you know why I didn't want you to meet them. And, the woman broke down crying and stuff like that. So the man told her, like, I didn't want to tell you because I was afraid, like, you will not want to be with me anymore. That's why I hid it from you. And he apologized and stuff like that. So he told her, I'm going to go to the village. I know nothing will happen to the kids since the kids are also from me. The kids are part of them, so they will not want to harm the kids. So I'll go there and get the kids, which was what he did. He went there, got the kids. The kids were fine, brought them back to the city, and she never brought it up again. Based on the man is a good man, Savannah, what would you do if you were in her shoes? Would you get a divorce, or would you continue with the relationship without ever meeting his family again? Let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.